My dear students, this video is on the modifier. So, firstly, what is a modifier? It is a word or a phrase that modifies a word, phrase, or a clause. Now, modifier is a word that actually gives a meaning to the sentence, and it has to be placed at the right place and right time. If you're placing that same word, that is the same modifier, in the wrong place, it will change the entire meaning of the sentence. There are different types of modifier. The first one is adjective modifier. Before that, I would like to remind you all, my dear student, that I hope you all are clear with the concept of parts of speech, because when I'm telling you all noun, pronoun, you shouldn't be in confusion thinking what is noun, what is pronoun. So I'm sure you all are much more familiar with the parts of speech. So now the types of modifier. The first one is adjective modifier, which modifies noun and pronoun. The second one is adverb, that modifies the verb. Then the next is modifier phrases, which modifies an action or an actor. What is a misplaced modifier? It is a word or a word group whose placement suggests that it modifies one word or a phrase when it is intended to modify another. It is improperly separated from the word it modifies or describes. So, explaining y'all in even more simpler term, misplaced modifier, from this word itself you can get to know what it is. So, misplaced modifier is a word that is misplaced in a sentence. It is placed in the wrong place and a wrong time, and it is creating a confusion to understand the meaning of that particular sentence. So, it is called as a misplaced modifier. The example is, on her way home, Kami found Goldman's watch. Now the confusion is, can a man be made out of a gold? Or what exactly the sentence is trying to tell us? Was there a gold man? Is a Karmi a gold man? So the correct form is, on her way home, Karmi found a man's gold watch. So it was talking about gold watch, not about a gold man. So this is what happens when you misplace the modifier. Now gold was a misplaced modifier in the sentence. So the next is misplaced adjective. Misplaced adjectives are incorrectly separated from the nouns they modify and almost always distort the intended meaning. Example is, the tone student's book lay on the desk. Now, again, the confusion is, who is tone? It's a student or a book? So, the correct form is, the student's tone book lay on the desk. So, again, the misplaced adjective was tone here. So, the next is placement of adverb. Placement of adverb can also change meaning in sentences and also create a sentence whose meaning is highly unlikely or completely ridiculous. Example is, we ate the lunch that we had bought slowly. Do you think this is a proper sentence? What it is trying to convey? That you came slowly carrying the lunch, or what exactly it is trying to say? The correct form is, we slowly ate the lunch that we had bought. So it was talking about how you ate the lunch, not about how you came getting the lunch. So we slowly ate the lunch that we had bought. The next is misplaced phrases. So, misplaced phrases may cause a sentence to sound awkward and may create a meaning that does not make sense. Example again is, the dealer sold the Cadillac to the buyer with leather seats. The correct form says, the dealer sold the Cadillac with leather seats to the buyer. So, the next is misplaced clauses. Now, the misplaced clauses are, the example is, the waiter served a dinner roll to the woman that was well buttered. But the correct form is, the waiter served a dinner roll that was well buttered to the woman. Then is, placing modifiers correctly is so important, because once you have identified a modifier, you need to identify the person, place, or thing that it is modifying. Modifiers usually have to accompany the thing they are modifying or go as close to it as possible, or should be placed next to the word it describes. So that is why, to give a proper meaning to the sentence, you have to place this modifier word at the right place, because when you misplace the modifier it will entirely change the meaning of the sentence. So that's it about the term modifier. Till then, have a nice day. Thank you.